How's it going, everyone? So we've got a bit of an update on this February state of play that looks to be happening here in a little bit. Nate the Hate kind of teased it a little bit, and we'll talk all about that, and I'd be remiss if I don't bring up the Bloodborne topic of the game's 60 FPS patch that was available. Sony reached out and they came to some sort of agreement, and that has been pulled, but I'd be remiss if I don't talk about that in conjunction with State of Play and the fact that the 10th anniversary of Bloodborne is coming up, and why I think this would be such an opportune time to reveal that game for a wide variety of reasons. But Nate the Hate, who recently just leaked the Nintendo Switch 2 reveal date, is teasing that the next State of Play will be happening the week of Valentine's Day. That'll be happening February 9th until February the 15th. Somebody asked, is the first State of Play of the year still coming in February? Nate the Hate said, yes. Can you say if it's early, mid, or late February? And he just noted, what does your heart tell you? So people are leading that to mean that the State of Play will be happening on Valentine's Day. And I think, the week of Valentine's Day. I should say it wouldn't be the day. At least I don't think they'd be dropping it on Valentine's Day. That would be a little bit odd. But we'll see. I believe Valentine's Day this year is a Friday. Don't quote me on that, but I believe it's a Friday. But I think it's a great time for a State of Play because, look, I don't think PlayStation is in this dire strait that, there's going to be some sort of issue with people buying PlayStation consoles and the PlayStation brand is doomed, etc., etc. Xbox is literally releasing their games on PlayStation. It is over. When it comes to PlayStation versus Xbox, for now, they don't have to worry. They're really chilling. However, if you look at the overall perception of PlayStation, not just the hardcore PlayStation fanboys that are, just screaming at the rooftops being like, we won, we got the Xbox games, which is great in the sense that, bro, Gears Trilogy, if that comes out on PlayStation, awesome. More people get to play some great games. From that standpoint, more people playing great games is awesome. But PlayStation, from the outside, from the people that I think actually have, no intense brand allegiance. Like, we can all enjoy PlayStation games, we could like the PlayStation console, we could like PlayStation as a platform, but we can be a little bit objective. It has been rather weak for them. 2023, we only got one major title in Spider-Man 2. 2024, we only got one major game in Astro Bot, if you even want to consider it that. Like, it ended up winning Game of the Year, so Team Asabi really came in clutch, but you're talking about absolute atrocities like Concord, games getting canceled, like Blue Point Games, working on something for 6 years, and ultimately that game gets canceled. Blue Point worked on a game for 3 years, and that got canceled. That was the God of War live service game. Ben's Studio worked on a game for 6 years. That got canceled. No Days Gone 2, which people were desperate for so long. The perception of PlayStation right now from those that aren't the hardcore fanboys is rather negative and rather low. The lowest it's been for a long time. Now, if you want to throw out sales numbers, oh my god, the PS5's ahead of PS4. Yes, that's what happens when you don't have any direct competition. You will do very, very well. That's why I always say we don't want to live in a world like that. But for Sony's own best interest, why not elevate even higher? Why not have better goodwill with your audience? And what better way to build goodwill right now than actually focusing on the games that people are going to get excited for? Ghosts of Yotei, Lost Soul Aside even, push that game a little bit. Resident Evil 9, rumblings about that getting revealed, but I'm talking about from the PlayStation brand, titles that they can publish. It is going to be few and far between. There's this rumbling of this sci-fi game that's coming out, but when you look at it, Naughty Dog's Intergalactic, that's not going to come out till 2026, 2027. They're cooked. They canceled their game, and they're not going to put out anything until a lot later on. 2026 at the earliest. Ben's Studio, what are they going to do? Drop a Days Gone 2 teaser trailer and be like, it's in development now. You know what? If you want to finesse people, getting people excited for a game that we all know wouldn't be out in 6 years, much like Bethesda did with Elder Scrolls 6 when they revealed that in 2018, you could do something like that. I wouldn't. I just think that's a horrible idea, but if you want to you want to desperately build goodwill and just drop, Days Gone 2 in development, I guess you could do that, like Bethesda did with Elder Scrolls 6 when that game wasn't anywhere near coming out, and it'll probably be 10 years from the reveal of that game to actually coming out. Nobody's trying to deal with that. And Blue Point, again, they're cooked. They worked on a game for 2 to 3 years, and that's not coming out with the God of War live service game. The options are fairly limited. That's why you kind of have to open up the box. What can we do? And I look at something like Bloodborne Remaster. If you're talking about just building goodwill right now, which I think it would be a great opportunity to do that, and giving people really what they want, now is not the time to reveal a Days Gone remaster. I'm sorry, it is not. Do I think it's eventually going to happen? Yeah, Sony remasters everything that arguably doesn't need a remaster. And you know what? That'll be fine and people will check it out. But now you're just going to get memed on. You're going to get clowned on for that. I really do believe if it was up to me in terms of reading the vibes of the room, it would be great to reveal Bloodborne, and the 10th anniversary is... And that does bring me to the point of the 60 FPS mod, patch, whatever you want to call it, that was done. That has been taken down, or again, they came to a agreement with the creator, and that has been pulled as far as that's concerned. So that has led a lot of people to believe and just go to, man, it's been up for a while. It's been up for a really long time. Why is it getting pulled now? Maybe an actual remastering and a 60 FPS version is being created, because that's something that, you know what, like, it's been around for so long. Why are you going about it now to get it removed? We're coming up on the 10th anniversary. That is next year. Yes, the game came out in March of 2015. In terms of what can you do that isn't going to be a 5-year dev cycle? You can't do, you know, here's Ben Studio's new game. Like, yo, you can't do that. The game just got canceled. Bluepoint, you can't reveal their next game. They just got canned on what they're working on. You've canceled so many other live service games. We know Intergalactic's not coming out forever. The one thing, the rabbit out of the hat that they can pull out is Bloodborne Remaster. Like, that is it. Now, do I expect it? I don't want to expect it, because it's just going to lead to people being disappointed. If I look at when is it going to be as opportune as possible to drop Bloodborne Remaster, given the fact that the 10th anniversary is coming out, given the fact that the 60 FPS thing was just pulled, or, you know, whatever you want to say about that, and the fact that you need something to build some goodwill. I shouldn't say need, because they don't need anything right now. They literally could drop no games, and Xbox is going to be dropping so many games on their platform. They're literally straight chilling. They don't need to do anything, but if you do have any sort of desire to build a good relationship with your audience, at this point, I think the perception of PlayStation has been pretty low. It's people talking about, you know, remasters and all this stuff. Why not? You canceled all of these titles. Why don't we do something that's going to really reignite interest? Why don't we say and do something that's going to get people being like, okay, that's a step in the right direction. You follow that up with Yote later this year. That's great. Death Stranding 2, a third-party published title. That's going to be great. And, you know, hopefully that'll be good. And then you rebuild, you assess the situation, you know, and then next year you could do other things like an Infamous Remaster Collection. Just things that the audience actually wants. And I do feel like those are the things that they want. And, again, I get it. Oh, my God, they still sell so many consoles. Again, you guys have got to add context to that when you say they've sold so many consoles. They've sold more consoles than the PS4. The Xbox is down from the previous generation. The console market is fairly stagnant. Where do you like, what happened there? Xbox went down and PS5 went slightly up. Figure it out for yourself. It's pretty easy to do the math. But for sure, PlayStation can build something and build momentum, and that would be the biggest way and the best way to build momentum. Bloodborne Remaster into Lost Soul aside, or get a release date out for that. Then you got Death Stranding 2 and Ghost of Yota, and you're looking at 2025 being a solid year, all things considered. You know, we'll forget about Fair Game for now. I think that's still gonna bomb, but nonetheless, it's time to course correct, and I think the February State of Play could have an opportunity to do that. And I get it. It's memes talking about a Bloodborne Remaster. It's jokes at this point. A lot of people think it's jokes, and I get it. It is jokes. How many years have we been talking about it? I'm just talking about when you add in all the context that it is the 10th anniversary next month. It makes more sense than ever, I would argue, to do it, and you need something that's at least gonna swing momentum. That is at least going to swing the momentum and the perception a little bit. You don't got to swing momentum from Microsoft. Like, it is what it is. They're going to have a killer year, but they're bringing their games onto PlayStation. Like, you're fine as far as that's concerned. I get it. But I just think right now would be a good opportunity to focus on the things that the hardcore PlayStation fans, I think, want. Not even the hardcore, the general PlayStation fans. What was PlayStation built on? A lot of high-quality single-player titles, and they've gotten away from that to chase that live service bag. Restructuring, and, focusing on things, even if it's not Bloodborne Remastered, focus on games like Lost Suicide, focus on potentially revealing Resident Evil 9, focus on Ghosts of Yotei. Those are the games that need to be focused on now, and hopefully a little bit of a course correcting can happen. But that'll do it for me. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Again, Bloodborne Remastered probably isn't going to get revealed. I'm just arguing why I think this would be the best opportunity, or damn near the best opportunity, to actually go ahead with it. But again, sound off with your thoughts down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.